Commissioners in Washington County will vote on whether to put a moratorium on medical marijuana sales.
If it passes, that county would be the largest metro region to limit access to marijuana. Now, Tim Becker had some tough questions for leaders that want to impose that ban.
Opponents of the moratoriums say that they're a hardship for medical marijuana patients. They argue that shutting down a legitimate dispensary can just add to the uncertainty and risk that the patients take.
So when patients come in, their ID is checked here at the front desk. We now have a system where we can be regulated and open and inspected, and it really is in the interest of public safety.
Dispensary owner Don Morse tells me he moved to Multnomah County because Washington County is generally not user-friendly to businesses like his. So he's not surprised that Sheriff Pat Garrett will make his case to commissioners tonight for the moratorium. It's called County Ordinance 781. And I caught up with Garrett to ask about it.
Nothing ahead of time to talk about why you'd like to see 781 be approved?
Right. I just think it's important for the community. It's a nice balance.
But he wouldn't say any more or answer questions about patient safety. So I put the question to one of the people who'll vote on the moratorium here tonight.
Do you take into account the existing patients that say they rely on medical marijuana?
You know, and that's something we'll have to look at later. There may be some alternatives.
You mentioned alternatives. What are some of those alternatives that patients might be able to?
Certainly Portland has a good output of them.
They do have more medical marijuana users in Multnomah County, but Washington County still has over 4,000 who will be looking for a new source if the moratorium passes.
I think municipalities are kicking the can, hoping that somehow at some point they're going to be able to put the genie back in the bottle.
The moratorium now scheduled to be voted on in this room tonight. We're going to follow up and let you know what they decide. In Hillsborough, Tim Becker, KOIN 6 News.